shares of Novocure, ticker there is NVCR, jumped 50% last Thursday.
No, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. It was Tuesday.
Yeah, actually, it's Tuesday.
It was yesterday.
Even as I was reading the update there, I thought I saw it earlier this week. Yeah, so Novocure jumped, massive jump. All right, earlier this week.
That was just yesterday.
Yeah, just yesterday. So the company gave an update on its late stage clinical trial for non-small cell lung cancer. So Brian, explain briefly what Novocure does and what made that stock jump so much.
Yeah, so the company makes devices that create tumor treating fields. They're basically electric fields, and they inhibit the growth of the tumor by disrupting microtubules. And microtubules are responsible for pulling the DNA between the mother and the daughter cell as the cell divides. So basically, if you don't have microtubules, then you can't divide, and that's basically what a tumor is uncontrolled growth of cells that aren't supposed to be growing. So the news on Tuesday,
sometime recently.
See, I wrote this really late last night, and that's the problem. Today's Wednesday, so yesterday was Tuesday. They did a routine review of the data by the independent data monitoring committee of the data from the first 210 patients in this clinical trial and this phase 3 clinical trial. And the company's still blinded to the data, but the committee gets to see all the unblinded data and see who's being treated and who's wearing the machine but isn't actually being treated. And the patients also get get drugs. So this is on top of drugs. So they're, it's not a complete placebo trial, but we're comparing drugs plus the device versus drugs only. And the committee, after reviewing the data, the committee recommended reducing the size and the follow-up time. So they want to go from 534 patients with 18 months of follow-up to 276 patients with 12 months of follow-up. So one, this is going to shorten the clinical trial and we'll get data quicker and therefore they'll be on the market quicker. Two, the fact that the committee feels that they can reduce the number of patients and reduce the follow-up suggests that the treatment's working, and the data that they're seeing suggests that this is all they're going to need to be able to prove that the treatment is working. And then thirdly, and maybe this is as much of the bump as the first two, is that it shows that the treatment is working outside of the brain. So they've had some data and they have products on the market for brain cancer and mesothelioma, I think. But this would be, solid data in a large market that they can treat other cancers, and so that gives investors more confidence that they'll be able to treat even more cancers. I think they have other clinical trials outside of lung cancer that they're running. So I think that's probably as much of the bump as the first two.